Okay, timestamp at 10 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, that's not gonna help me. Hang on. 50 now. That's going to be more useful. Alright, so once again, post commentary. I'm sorry I screwed up. Here I really wish I had gone to just send him over the mountains. Well, Florina, the dancer. But what are you gonna do? So here I'm just looking like, who do you actually kill? And I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't show the ballista stats. I think all ballistas are the same in this game. It's not like Shadow Dragon. I always thought that was kind of funny. Having like, what's it called? Multiple ballistas, and it's just like you carry them all with you, and it's just like, well, now let's switch it up. Just hop in a different one. Or it's just a very multi-purpose ballista. You just change the ammo from flaming arrows to shock arrows to frickin' rocks. You still need to finish Shadow Dragon, man. I've still got a couple chapters left. I did not realize the wind's heading through the... Sorry about that, we're heading for the village. So that was a mistake I ended up making on my part. And once again, missing the screen smoothing. I'm super worried about my Cavalier. They're fairly strong, they can take care of themselves. I want to give him the land so he can get experience, and geez, saying the children. The children. I don't remember every single unnecessary crit I got, but undoubtedly there were some. What are you crews waiting for? They're nothing but fleas. Call for reinforcements and get them here fast. Uh-oh. And I forgot that I accidentally had him equip the Armor Slayer, which he didn't hit twice with. Thank you for nothing, Kent. This is why we don't like Kent. This is why we like Sane. No, wait, Sane, we don't like you. No. You miss. You lose! And you get nothing! And it's like, even with weapon triangle advantage, he can't do squat. Jeez, 11 damage? Like, what was his resistance? We might actually end up having a tournament today if all goes well. I probably won't stream it, but I'll record it. I don't expect us to do well. I still need to practice a lot more. I'm nowhere near where I'd like to be in terms of how good I am at Splatoon. And I'm so upset about the Carbon Roller and the Carbon Roller Deco's loadouts. Just like, what made the Carbon Rollers in the first game was that their kits complemented the Carbon Roller itself. Like, you could launch a Seeker and follow the trail, or you could fake him out, launch a Seeker, and then just wait for him to approach and kill him. Punish him for that. Or you could just throw a Seeker and retreat, and with Seeker Bomb Rush, that was also really useful. That's not even mentioning just a Carbon Roller with Burst Bombs and Inkzuka. Like, the Burst Bombs were okay at mid-range, and in a pinch could work at semi-long range, as well as being able to burst cancel up close, making it probably the deadliest weapon up close in the game. Some people might disagree with me there, but in Splatoon, and also the Inkzuka in case you really needed to get those decent targets, but in Splatoon 2, it's just like, give it auto bombs. Octobrush has it. Well, the Octobrush had Kraken in the first game to make up for that. And also, beacons weren't terrible. Not that they are in the second game, but friggin', like, what the heck? And Inkstorm, like, what? If it still had burst bombs, then that would actually not be a terrible combination, because, you know, in the Inkstorm you can just, like, throw a burst bomb to keep them back, and they should take enough damage to die from the Inkstorm and burst bombs combined. That would have been awesome if they just swapped burst bombs with... yeah, and just changed a special from Inkzuka to Inkstorm. I promise you that I would still be meaning the Carbon Roller if they did that. It probably would still struggle against weapons like the Splatter Shot, but it'd be able to fight them. I think it'd be like a 4-6 encounter win ratio if we're using fighting game matchups here. Yeah, at this point I notice a brigand and I start to go off. Hopefully I can get a co-commentator for this, because single-handed commentary is not that entertaining. I was not thinking things through. Essentially, I'm 1-0 over here, but I didn't actually do the pick up and drop thing, so... I should have grabbed Lynn, pulled her over, and picked Nils up and dropped him right outside the range. But you know what, what's done is done, and I did end up getting a village, so sorry for the spoilers. No, please, can't, no, oh no, I love you. No, I don't. You missed. And you shouldn't have. No, wait, you singled. Sane was the one who missed. And I'm mad at him for that, no doubt, but you know what? He gets a pass because he's a womanizer. When I say that out loud, it doesn't sound like super good reason to give him a pass. Later in the games, you can just get enemies with 0-0-0-0. Shoot, can I open Discord without screwing this up? Okay, thankfully I didn't mess up my recording. I had to quickly message 1Z because he's like, oh, I miscommunicated. I'm just like, one away from rolling up. I actually already have the rest of Lynn's campaign recorded and the first with Hector's. need to make sure I have a guide up at all times reminding me of the side chapters, because I do want it to be a complete run. Though no soft resetting, so if I miss a necessary side quest, that's that. Meaning that there's one incredibly high-stakes chapter, and that is the retaking of Castle Kalin. Oh, sorry, spoilers. But essentially there are 2 units to be recruited there, and then there's a side quest that gives you a really important unit that's easy to miss if you screw up. Go Hossein! Murderize the people! That was not a super good level up. I mean, it's okay. I mean, never complaining about extra speed and strength. Oops. Alright, so timestamp, it will be 11:40 and 3, 2, 1, go. There. Alright, just in case I did desync it without realizing it. Yeah, the weapon triangle exists. I remember there was like this GBA mod of like Fire Emblem 7 or 8 that had their characters cross over and fight each other. And essentially it's Eliwood versus Emperor versus Hector. And essentially they had Eliwood fight Emperor, and Eliwood lost, and Hector fight Emperor, and Hector won. And there was just like one comment that said, "Thank you for proving the weapon triangle." Now, Emperor probably could have done better had they not equipped him the Brave Lance instead his proficient weapon. What's it called? The Sigmund? His Sacred Twin. The Sacred Twin of Renee's. But even so, probably not much, because Hector is Hector. And that is Kent once again. Now here, weapon triangle disadvantage, he strikes once, and Kent, saying you disappoint me. Oh, did I call him Kent? I don't know why I confuse that so much, it's not difficult. Go, kill his face, kill his face, kill his face, kill his face. I wasn't at real risk there, so I was just like, screw it. And he has a sword to give her, so I'm just like, oh, I can use a lance. Wait, why am I getting her over there? Right. To get the lance cleaver on her. Yes, I think so. I can't remember what exactly I was thinking. Yeah, it was a lance cleaver. Okay, I'm misremembering. Yeah, you'd be surprised how long it took to edit and export in Adobe Premiere. I had to do it twice, because the first time I did it, I was just like, okay, I finally got it, let's just export it and upload it. But once I had done that, my computer shut off, and I was like, oh crap, it overheated. As my computer has an i7 6700 HQ, which is a darn good processor, but it's not the best in the world. I'm not sure why I'm staring at this for so long, but yeah, the Monikati is guaranteed to kill him, no threat to myself. So, yeah, then, waste him. Was that in the recording, or no Discord notification popped up? Oh, I prefer the reinforcements you promised. Okay. Alright, voiceover time! Ding 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 ding. Is it over? Yes, I see no more enemy soldiers. However, something is bothering me. What is it? I noticed it during the fighting. Our opponents. They were soldiers of Kalen. I even recognized some of those we fought. I trained with many of them. And yet they attack us without hesitation. They're black-hearted traitors who've joined Lord Lungra. Good riddance, I say. It also means less resistance at the castle. I hope you're right. I'm just glad Nils and Ninian were with us. If that first shot had hit me, I might not have survived. Nonsense, come on. We are honored to have served you well. We won't let you down. I know, I'm relying on you. What's this? You dealt with the ballista too? Nicely done. Matthew, where were you doing all this? I went to the village to sniff about for information. I got some interesting news for my trouble too. Let's hear it. First, about Marquis Kalen's illness. He really is unwell. He's been abed for nigh on 3 months. Grandfather. I heard an interesting rumor about his condition, though. The people believe that someone's been poisoning the Marquis. He's been being poisoned? And this someone, well, everyone's too afraid to mention a name. However, they say that as soon as the Marquis took ill, a certain noble took control of the castle as though it were his own. I fed a hungry innkeeper some coin, and he fed me a name. The Marquis of Kalen's own brother, Lord Lundgren. How can this be? How can they allow him to get away with this? Villagers know he's the one poisoning my grandfather, and yet no one raises a hand against him. Why? They are afraid, and they lack proof. The whisperings of the common people mean nothing. That's the truth of it. And of the Marquis's loyal retainers, who might have lent credence to these rumors, there is no sign. Are you saying they've been silenced? It's a fair assumption. This is beyond believing. The worst news is yet to come. What? There's more? At this point, I'm just like, okay, if you lack proof, you don't know for certain he's doing it. Honestly, trying to assassinate a noble lady is more than enough reason to convict him of whatever crime you need to, so I don't see the point in, poisoning the Marquis. It's bad, and he should also be tried for that, but you know what, if you lack proof, innocent till proven guilty, that's my thing. Anyways, go on. Come on, press the A button. Shut up. Shut up, me talking into the mic who is, just not knowing it's not recording. An imposter has appeared, claiming to be the Marquis' granddaughter. At least, that's a story Lundgren's telling to all who will listen. What does that mean? It means that people are waiting for 2 treacherous knights and a base-born child to appear and lay claim to Castle Cave. But that... it can't be! Traitors? Us? Ridiculous! He says I'm an imposter? Don't you have anything that proves your lineage? When my mother joined the Lorca, she brought nothing of Lycia with her. My lady, Marquis Arafin said himself marked at your resemblance to Lady Madeline. Your face is your proof. They say we found a look-alike somewhere. We're seen as betrayers of our knightly vows. Our word means nothing. No, our only hope is to see Marquis Kalen himself. We must hurry. If not, my grandfather... I must see him, with my last breath if need be. But we must formulate some manner of plan. Even if we set out for the castle, the troops patrolling the area will cause no end of problems. You have been branded as Oathbreakers after all. Oh wait, that's not saying that's Matthew. Okay, I've got it, Elliewood. He seems sympathetic to our plight. He should still be in Cavalier. If we can talk to him, he might help us. Of course, a sound idea. Let's hurry. Yes, back to Cavalier. I don't know how to say that. Save that up. Lynn and her friends have been branded as traitors, pretenders to the throne. Lundgren has sent word to Kalen's neighbors, warning them of Lynn's approach. He calls for reinforcements to put an end to the imposters. If the other realms of Lycia choose to act, Lynn will never reach Kalen alive. Lynn places her faith in Elliewood and waits. It's impressive what, I believe Elliewood is 16 at the time. What a young noble can do. I received words from Kalen's neighbors. Lost, Toscana, Cavalier, Tania, and Santos. They will not interfere in Kalen's affairs. This they have promised. Elliewood, I don't know how to thank you. All I've done is convince them to remain neutral in this dispute. However, this means I cannot aid you in any way either. Will you be alright? I will win. I have to. It's the only way that I can help my grandfather. I understand. Although I cannot help you directly, as a friend, I pray for your success. Thank you. I won't waste the opportunity you've given me. Elliewood's such a nice guy. He's a boring guy, but he's a nice guy. So the weather is turning foul. It looks like a fog is rolling in, and at this point, I was bummed. This is no good. If the fog thickens, we will be blind in battle. It will be difficult to fight what we cannot see. We can't let it delay us, so let us press on. We must get close to the castle. What's the best route? Let me think. Our best path is to the south. However, that runs through General Eagler's estate. It looks like we still have one final obstacle to pass. Alright, so I'm gonna put it off early. I do a little recon here, but it's not a big deal. Ending at 45 and 3, 2, 1, done.